All of it. The resentment, the mental spirals, the way people walk all over you. Every single one of these has the same source. Your social cognition is broken. Completely. Not your personality. Not your intentions. Your mental model of how people actually work. And today I'm giving you 8 brutal truths from social psychology. The kind that stings. The kind that rewires how you see everything. The more you lean on logic, the easier you are to manipulate. People who build decisions on reasoning, evidence, and structured arguments think they're protected. They think they're being rational. They're not. What actually happens is you end up doing the manipulator's work for them. You fill in their logical gaps. You rationalize their behavior. You build the very trap you walk into. People who trust their gut and enforce hard boundaries, much harder to control. Overgiving destroys your social worth. When you constantly show up, when you're always available, when yes is your default answer, the other person's brain does something brutal. It recalculates your value. Your generosity stops being a gift. It becomes baseline, a resource that's just there, cheap, expected, and cheap things don't earn gratitude. They attract exploitation. When people say we're just different, they're actually talking about class. Bourdieu saw this clearly. Your tastes, your values, your gut reactions, they're not personal choices you made. They're class programming, installed early, running silently in the background. Most interpersonal conflict has nothing to do with who's good and who's bad. It's two operating systems that were never built to be compatible, and you can't debug someone else's source code. Nobody has ever been convinced by a fact. Sit with that. Human behavior runs on identity, not evidence. If I accept who you are, I'll believe what you say. If I reject your identity, you can speak pure objective truth, and all I'll hear is noise. So stop trying to persuade people. It's a losing game. Apologizing first makes you the villain. Here's the twisted psychology. When conflict erupts and you step forward to say sorry, the observer's brain runs an automatic attribution. You apologized. Therefore, you must be the one at fault. Your goodwill becomes the evidence against you. And the more you give, the more they take. The more you explain, the less they believe you. Psychologists call this the transparency illusion. You massively overestimate how well others understand you. And you overestimate what explanation can actually fix. Long explanations don't close gaps. They create new ones. Every extra detail is a fresh place for doubt to grow. Short, firm, final. That's what sounds like authority. That's what lands. The tighter the group, the dumber the individual. Gustav Le Bon wrote about this in The Crowd. The crowd devours the self. When a group craves total unity and the emotional charge runs hot, your individual reason doesn't stand a chance. It gets swallowed, replaced by collective instinct. And collective instinct is almost always stupider than you are alone. Your suffering isn't about what happened to you. Albert Ellis made this clear with the ABC model. It's never the event itself. It's your belief about what the event should have been. You're judging raw human nature by the standards of polite civilization. Primates in suits. That's what we are. When you demand decency from raw instinct, you are the one who pays the price. So here's the question I want you to sit with. Think of one person in your life who consistently drains you. Someone who leaves you feeling small, exhausted, used. Got them in your mind? Now ask yourself, is it really them? Or is it your model of how you thought they should behave that's been breaking you this whole time? Drop your answer below. I read these. I want to see what you come up with.